Alright, hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be looking at warattack.com. So that is war hyphenated with attack.com. So it's not a .io game, but it is fairly similar. And here's the front page of it. To play the actual game, you click on Play Now over here. And it loads up. And you can see the graphics are very similar to zombiecraft.io. But the difference is War Attack is multiplayer, unlike Zombiecraft, which is still working on that, and there aren't any zombies. It's a modern-day warfare kind of game, similar to CounterStrike or Call of Duty. And it does have sound effects, which is very cool. You can use an account or connect as a guest. And here, this button turns it to full screen. So I'm going to connect as a guest. And they have servers in Europe, USA, East, and Brazil. So usually the USA one is the largest one with the most players. So I'm going to choose that one. Alright. If you click on skin, you can change what your character looks like. So let's go with this tactical warfare guy. You can also choose what weapon you have. So most of these weapons are accessible to guests, except for this last one, which you need to register and get to level 5 for. So they have a shotgun, various submachine guns, and a couple sniper rifles. So let's just start out with the AK-47 type weapon. They have 3 different types of pistols that you can use if you're a guest, as well as one that you can get if you register and get to level 5. So I'm going to go with the Desert Eagle type gun. 2 different kinds of grenades, one if you register, one if you're a guest. And several different melee weapons as well. So I'm just going to stick with the axe. Alright, options. You can choose your game quality. The default is good, but I've set it to fantastic. You can choose your sensitivity. I think the default for sensitivity is a little bit less than this at like 0.3 or something like that, but I found it works better at 0.5 for me anyway. You can also change your controls. The default for mouse right click is mouse right click, but I've changed it to E since I'm using the Apple Magic Mouse, where you can't right click and then left click at the same time. You can only do one or the other, and this is used for zooming in your sniper rifle. So if you zoom in with right click and then try and click left click, it would shoot on a normal mouse. But since I can't do that, I've changed it to E, so I can zoom in with E and then shoot with clicking. Alright. You can create a room if there aren't any in the room list that you want to join. So you can choose between these maps, 2 different game modes, different weapon modes, the amount of players. The maximum number of players on a server is 16. The objective of how many kills each team or each person needs to have, and the time limit. Alright, so I'm going to see what rooms we have here. I'll look for a big room. So this is City Team Deathmatch, 16 players. Click Join. Downloads the map. And then I'll be able to join. You move with WASD, and you can pick which team you want to join. Actually, this team's full, so I'm going to join this team. Alright, so you just move around with WSD, as I said, and wow, that is loud. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Alright, that's better. So you move around with WSD and look around by just moving the mouse. Guns do have recoil, so with the submachine guns you will have to account for that. And I think headshots count for a bit more than normal shots, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright, so if I click 1, that goes to my melee weapon. 2, with the grenade, you only get 1 grenade. 3, the pistol, and 4, the rifle. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I have my health bar, as well as my ammo bar. So the ammo bar lists the number of rounds in your current ammunition, as well as the number of additional magazines you have. So I have 30 rounds loaded right now, and an additional 5 magazines of 30 rounds. Alright. If you click Shift, you will sprint. C, you'll crouch. And the great thing about this game is there's so many levels to it. Alright. And if you just approach a ladder, you'll be able to run up it. You can see that is a ammo stash, and that is a health stash. So if you go over to those and stand on them for a little while, you will regain health and ammo. This level is really well suited to sniper rifles since it's such a big map with multiple levels and such. But rifles like this, or submachine guns, are so useful. You can see in the top the scoreboard as well as the time limit and the number of kills your team will need to get in order to win. Space is jump. If you go in that hole, you will die. Other maps have water that if you go in, you die, and other things like that. You can change weapons with scrolling the mouse instead of hitting the number buttons as well. Alright, I'm gonna switch my weapon. So I do have to leave the lobby for that, and I'm going to choose a sniper. This one looks nicer. So let's see, what options do we have? City, free-for-all, city, 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 Egypt, port, city, sniper only. Let's try joining this one. Alright, so I'm clicking E to zoom in there, or if you're using the default controls, that would be the right click button. And with snipers, it only takes one shot to kill the guy. So they're a pretty nice weapon. Unfortunately, they are slow to reload and kind of hard to aim at close range, so keep that in mind.
Fight.
Your teammates' names will show up as blue names. Whereas enemies will not have any name. So that's how you'll be able to tell if someone's on your team or not. It can be a little confusing sometimes, but usually it's not too bad.
Let's move. Enemy down. Double kill. Triple kill. No, no, no. Enemy down. No.
So melee weapons only take one hit to kill a guy, so they're actually quite powerful.
Enemy down.
And oftentimes you and your enemy will kill each other at the same time. So that's just one thing to keep in mind.
Attack. Let's move. Enemy down. You lose. Fight.
Alright, so let's try and take a quick look at another map. Port, melee only. This should be interesting. So in melee only games, sprinting is going to be your major advantage. So that's hitting the shift key as you're hitting WSD. Let's join this team. Alright.
Enemy down.
And the interesting thing about melee only games is if you hit someone, they die. And that means whoever hits someone first wins. There's no partially damaging someone or anything like that. unfortunately also means if you're not good at it,
Let's move.
you die quite easily. What on earth? Alright. I don't even know what's happening some of the time here, but...
Enemy down.
What? Who even killed me there?
No,
Alright.
no, no.
I'm not quite sure what the timing is in terms of these hitboxes. And in the port, if you fall in the water, you do die, so...
Enemy down. Fight. Enemy down.
I'm not quite sure how we got up there.
Attack. No, no, no.
So yeah, it can be a little hard to judge the distance you're at when attacking. And like,
Enemy down.
I don't know. Sometimes it looks like you should be hitting them, and then you don't. Other times it looks like you shouldn't be hitting them, and then you do. So just play around with it a bit and try and figure out the hitbox. So my team. And that seemed to have been a bit of a lag or glitch or something there, but usually it's pretty good about lagging and glitching and stuff. I don't see that happen too much.
Let's move.
If you just hold down the button, you will keep attacking. What on earth?
Enemy down. Double kill.
What has happened to you? Okay.
Triple kill.
Alright. Oop.
Let's move.
Tab, return lobby, back to full screen. Alright, and I'll just give a quick example of creating a room. So let's try the temple, weapon mode, shotgun only, player max, 16, objective 50, time limit 5. And you can turn this off to allow all the players to join your team, or leave it on to have the teams automatically assigned. So I'll do that. And so when you create your room, you choose your team, and then look to the bottom left-hand corner, and hopefully at some point we'll see that someone's joined. So when someone joins the other team, they should spawn in here. We'll see if it actually happens or not. Someone joined. And they left. So you can see the shotgun works like a shotgun. Sprays a pattern of shots. And one interesting thing about the shotgun is if you shoot once and then click R to reload, it only uses one bullet for your stash. So with the submachine guns where you had like 30/5, if you got down to like 10/5 and then clicked R to reload, it'd go to 30/4. So it would use your whole 30 shot clip rather than just the 20 shots you need to reload. But with the shotgun, all the shots are individual. So there's no such thing as a magazine or anything like that. You just can reload at any time, and it will use as many of your bullets as you need. And you do take falling damage, as you can see. At close range, it only takes a single shot to kill someone with the shotgun. And here I am gaining health. You can see in that bottom bit there's the thing that refills. Alright. Due to the narrow field of view, it is pretty easy to sneak up on people and easy to be snuck up on. Ooh.
Attack! Fight! Attack! Let's move!
Alright, we're behind a little bit, but not too bad just yet. Someone left the match, so I don't know how many people are actually around here. Perhaps no one's left. And we'll just lose because there's no one to kill. That would be unfortunate. On this map, it's really good for snipers. You can stand here, shoot people as they leave their spawn point, run over to the other side, do the same. There's just a bunch of great hiding spots. Even like here, behind the tree. And you also have these nice long areas where as soon as someone comes out, you shoot them. Or if you're somewhere else, You can shoot people when they're on top of there.
You lose.
Man. Alright. And you can see it gives you your kill death ratio and your assists and all that in the bottom. Alright, so that's about it. This game is really impressive for an online game, especially considering the size of some of the maps. Like, the city map is very large, all things considered, and with the multiple levels, it's just a very cool game. Lots of fun things to do in it, and I definitely recommend checking it out. It is best on full screen, but if you're playing it on a smaller, or if you want to play it on a smaller screen, you can do it and play it just in this box here. So that is War Attack. That's war-attack.com, and I'll put a link to it in the description below. And I also have a variety of other YouTube videos on different .io games, including ZombieCraft, which is similar graphically to this. So check those videos out as well. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. I'll probably be doing more War Attack videos in the future. And I will see you in my next video.